But we do have to kind of take the Coach of the Year award with a grain of salt. Because when you look at that award and you look at who's won it, it never seems to be the best coach that year, or at least rarely feels like it's the best coach that year. It's whatever coach you were expecting to suck, but then they didn't. Last year, for example, Kevin O'Connell won Coach of the Year. Not that you thought he would completely suck, but it was going to be his first year without Kirk Cousins. Sam Darnold was coming into the season as their quarterback. There wasn't a lot of optimism from most people for the Vikings. I actually did think Sam Darnold would work out, but whatever. Kevin O'Connell wins Coach of the Year. The Vikings didn't even win the division last year. And they got swept by the Lions last year, who had a better record than them, was widely regarded as a better team than them, better coach team than them. So shouldn't Dan Campbell have been the Coach of the Year last year, not the guy that he beat twice? Even looking at the year Daboll won it back in 2022, the Giants were 9-7-1. The expectation coming into the year was that they would suck. They surprised everybody, made the playoffs. Cool. The Bills were 13-3 that year. That was the Damar Hamlin year. So that's why the Bills and the Bengals had one less game on the record that year. Wouldn't Sean McDermott have been the better candidate for Coach of the Year that year? And I know we're down this rabbit hole and off Brian Daboll for a moment here. You really want proof on how bad that award is and how meaningless it is? Kevin Stefanski's won it twice. Ron Rivera's won it twice. Pete Carroll's never won Coach of the Year, despite how dominant the Seahawks were in 2013 and 2014. But fine, I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm biased. I'm just angry, right? How about this? Andy Reid hasn't won Coach of the Year since 2002. He's been to 6 Super Bowls since then. He won 3 of them. And he's never been Coach of the Year since 2002. So Daboll's Coach of the Year in 2022 isn't anything to get overly hyped about.